Hello from Shoals, Indiana, to you who, wherever you may be. Let's just say this online class thing is not my strong suit. I'd much rather be in class, even if it's a 7:10. In-class learning is much better for me, and I get more out of it. That is definitely something I've learned from these online classes. But anyways, today I've chosen to do a little devotional about being an encouragement or an encourager, and I hope that it encourages you to do so. God has definitely encouraged me in these last few weeks. As I said, these online classes are not my thing, but He's just reminded me that He knows what He's doing, and His plans are so much bigger than ours, and obviously we can't see His plans, but we know that His plans are also better than ours. Things may be seeming crazy and out of hand, but like I said, God knows what He's doing, and His plans are so much better than ours. Anyways, a verse I want to read to you today is Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers." I also want to read the English Standard Version. "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as it fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. But only such as is good for building up." My dad had this saying that he said all the time when we were little, and he is a man of few words, so when he said something, you know that you better listen. Did I always listen? Maybe not, but I tried to. He said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And I know other people say that, but I grew up hearing my dad say it. I know that is a lot easier said than done. Sometimes you feel like you have something that is constructive criticism, and you want to say it, but it comes across the wrong way. So he always just told us, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And I'm not saying there's not a time for constructive criticism, but just be very careful, because the tongue is a very powerful thing, and your words can hurt somebody in more ways than you know. Philippians 4:13 says we can do all things through Christ. You may be wondering why I'm bringing that up, but sometimes being an encouragement to people we're not really close to can be hard. For me, it's out of my comfort zone, because you may not believe it, but I'm a little shy when it comes to strangers. But the verse literally says we can do all things. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. We can do all things through Christ. He gives us the strength to do it. So I ask you again, what are you doing to encourage, and how are you being an encouragement to those around you? The definition of encouragement is the act of giving someone support, confidence, or hope. And the definition of encourager is to inspire with courage, spirit, or confidence. Barnabas was a big encourager in the Bible, and actually Barnabas was not his name to begin with. It was Joas, and Acts 4:36 says, "And Joas, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which being interpreted, the son of consolation." And the definition of consolation is a person providing comfort to a person who has suffered. To me, if the apostles saw it fit to change your name to meaning what you do, like he was such a big encouragement that they changed his name to mean that. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I think you know what I'm meaning. He was such a big encouragement that they changed his name. Like, wow. So, are you being such a big encouragement to others that maybe somebody would think of you as an encouraging person when your name was brought up in a conversation or something? In our world today, I feel like people look more on the negative side rather than the positive side of things. But I believe God has wired us in a way that encouragement breathes life into us. No, I don't literally mean breathes life into us, but have you ever had just a moment where someone said something nice to you and it just like lifted your spirit or gave you a boost and gave you the energy to keep going? That's what I'm talking about. It can be something so small, yet it was so big. And I think we often forget how powerful being an encouragement is to people. And encouragement doesn't just have to be something we say. It can be an encouraging deed to someone. That's all I have for today. In closing, I want to ask you those two questions again. What are you doing to encourage, and how are you an encouragement to those around you? I hope that this encouraged you to be an encourager, and stay encouraged. God knows what He's doing, and He will help us through this.